Gold also had a spectacular week. It was a good thing that we were cautious after that weekly confirmed up last week. This is our yearly chart showing the bull market, the yearly thrust, and our last resistance, the XOP at 1500. And this is our quarterly showing that old COP that we've been discussing, and we can see we're above that. And our next quarterly resistance up at 1462.40. Monthly support, we can see our support areas have moved up a bit. We'll continue to do so as the market moves higher. And that's our confluence areas. We can see our monthly trend is also up. And here's our monthly showing that old high that we've been talking about, whether it was a wash and rinse of this previous high or not, has been taken out now. So I'm going to delete this wash and rinse, and we can see that we are above that quarterly COP. We can include another ABC over here. I have done that on the weekly. I'm going to make it a bit smaller because it's not a primary ABC, it's an interim swing ABC. And there we can see the real good next resistance up above at 1366 to 1389. I'm going to draw a red box on that. That's our real good next resistance. We could expect a pullback from the COP. It's not the biggest COP, but the pullback from that I think will be the pullback to buy for the market to move into our next resistance area. Now let's take a look at our weekly support. There we can see the weekly buy signal we had last week, and wham, nice follow through on this weekly buy signal. That's what you like to see. Also, this is the weekly support areas, confluence 1 and confluence 2. First weekly F3 1255.30 for intraday traders. That's an important level to know about. Our weekly resistance, there's our 1291.30 COP shown on the monthly as well, and we can see on the weekly there's another XOP over here as well, that 1324, before we even get to that 1360 level. There's the OP up 1375. Let's just look at the monthly resistance again. So 1375, 1381 is this ABC XOP, and this thrust ABC OP 1366 and the small ABC 1375. Now let's look at the weekly resistance again, 1375. Remember, so the cluster of resistance up there, but there are a XOP on the weekly at 1324.30 as well. So if we can get a pullback from this COP, buy, maybe take some profits up here, try and buy another pullback for a move into the higher levels of that 13, of that cluster of resistance from 1360 around. Weekly overbought, oversold, neutral. And then let's look at our daily resistance. We can see that we've met a good XOP on the daily as well, 1280. This ABC XOP, it's the primary ABC from the multi-bar railroad track down there. So we could get some pullback from this level, but for now I'm bullish on the gold. I would fade the daily sell at good support, and then obviously I want to see follow through on intraday buy signals. Now look at this. This was the sell signal last week on the daily, 1, 2, 3. It was a bit early to say where it was dynamic pressure. Then we had a good intraday buy signal, 4-hour buy, as well as a 60-minute bit hours buy, and wham, that's what caused this this buying day. And then let's move on to our support as well as overbought, oversold. Now if we can get a pullback from that XOP, there's our first daily confluence and our second one. And then if you want to be aggressive, this thrust F5 just above the confluence, also a good place to try and buy some gold with our stop below this first confluence area. So that's it for the gold. Gold is looking strong. I would trade it from the long side, and I would monitor my intraday buy signals for dynamic pressure to help me gauge the strength of this market.